Hello, everyone.
Hi,
This is Jennifer, and
Abby.
yes, and we are going to do a little bit of some hand lettering. It is 4th of July, so
Happy 4th of July, guys.
I originally was not going to do a live today just because it was a holiday, so I didn't really have anything planned. But I decided, you know what, people are probably home and they probably are able to watch. So I kind of last minute decided to do just some hand lettering. I haven't done hand lettering in a while. Hey, Christy. I haven't done any hand lettering in a while on just, just for fun on my page. So I thought that that's what I would use this opportunity for. So, whoops. I am gonna do, since it is, hey Michelle, hey Amy, hey Juanita. I am streaming this on YouTube and in my free group and on my main page. So if somebody comments and you guys don't see it, it's because they are on a different avenue. So I am just gonna pull up the lettering challenge real quick. I so meant to draw, I so meant to put the names together so I could draw the names for the Happy Lettering Club winner. And I forgot. What's wrong with me? You guys, I remembered earlier, there was too many constant interruptions.
So today I am doing a 4th of July picture and I'm going to show you when I'm done with it.
There you go. Abby's lettering with me. So I'm sorry. Why didn't I remember to do that? I always, okay, I promise you guys, I am not going to forget. I promise. I won't forget, who knows just when it will be. Okay, so I'm just trying to pull up the lettering challenge. Hey, Donna, how are you? Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, so I thought, we'll letter some name.
Letter some names.
I know, mommy is just, that's what happens when mommy's thinking about one thing and talking at the same time. There is a lot on my mind, Michelle. There is a lot, but the thing is that, it's just juggling a lot. And I think that I went to go wash my hair before the video because it needed to be washed, and then I got sidetracked. You know how you just you start to do one thing and then you start to do something else, and then you're like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that I needed to do this thing over here. So I think I was going to wash my hair and come back in here and write the names down, and then when I got in there, I totally forgot that that's what I was going to do. Anyway, it's just,
Hey, Mom, did you forgot to do a club on winter thing?
A club on winter?
Yeah.
You mean what I'm talking about? You're wondering what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, in my lettering club, we have a little contest every month, and then the people who participate, I put their names in a drawing to win a win a prize. And I need to choose a winner for, I'm trying to get my camera, guys. I need to choose a winner for June.
So that's right. That's what.
So I was going to draw a name today, but then I forgot. Okay, so I'm just going to raise this up because this camera that you guys can't see really. Let's see. I'm going to make it a little bit taller because I don't want to have to go into the camera app and do it. So we're just going to manually do it. Okay, lettering challenge. Now this is posted in the free group and also in my club. How are you guys doing? Hello, Miss Jackie. How are you?
Wait, Jackie?
Not. I have a daughter named Jackie, and so when I said Jackie, this one over here was like, "What? Jackie's watching? No, not that Jackie. Not our Jackie, but another Jackie." Okay,
Man.
just trying to get it not so dark. If y'all know me and you've been around here for a while, you know I'm always messing with this dang camera.
And my marker's right here.
Yep, your markers are right there. What do you plan on lettering? I could give you a word, like see these words right here? You could copy one of those words if you want.
I'm trying to do 4th of July.
Okay, you can do that. But some of these are 4th of July words.
Yay!
Let's see. Now I'm gonna make Abby and I a little bit
You
smaller.
You guys can probably see my picture because I'm gonna scoot this up to Mom's side like this, so you might see.
Oh no, they're not seeing it, huh? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the layout that is gonna work best for this video.
Can the people see my picture? I want to like see it on your side.
Look, they're gonna see a little bit of it. Okay.
Well, that's okay.
Hey Sharon, welcome. It's your first time watching, so I am going to just do some lettering. I do a lettering challenge, and it's like a letter. I mean, a letter a day, a word a day. And I post it in my lettering groups, and that just gives some people something to letter, and something, you know, like if you want to sit down and practice some lettering, you kind of know what to work on. So that is that. So I just at the beginning of the month, sometimes I try to get in here and just trying to maybe.
As you guys,
I'm always messing with my lighting and my cameras. You know, one of these days I'm gonna get it right.
You guys can see I'm drawing little hearts.
But it's just so shadowy.
A 4th of July heart.
Oh, a 4th of July heart. Okay. For
those
those of you in the lettering club, I looked at the lettering challenge, and look here, iced tea. And we were having this debate on, is it iced tea or iced tea or iced tea? And we had this whole long debate, and we were trying to figure like what I should say. Sweet tea is what most of us Southerners say.
Sweet.
And I pulled that lettering challenge out the other day or like yesterday, I think, to practice, and I saw that on there, and I was like, oh, guess I should look at my own lettering challenge. Okay. These, it just frustrates me.
Look at my J, Mom. I did it wrong?
No, you did it right.
Yay!
Good job. Okay. Juanita always does a great job with the word of the day. She's always posting hers. It's just a good way to practice without having to, like figure out what you want to write. Christy says she forgets everything, and that's why you have notes everywhere. Yes.
Hey guys, I hope you
Same.
like my pencil.
You're putting shadows on my. Let's see this
pink
one.
Fuzzy ball.
Pink fuzzy pen.
And I can just use it as a pom pom.
You can just use it as a pom pom.
It's a pink pom pom.
Okay.
Pom pom. Ooh.
So I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna letter the words that I want to letter. Is that okay? Let's see. Oh, and procreate. Yes,
see.
Juanita. Yes. Michelle said she loves your pencil, Abby.
Thank you.
And so does Amy. Okay. Sharon said it's okay. I have tons of stuff, and it's all packed up. While I wait to get moved, things keep getting pushed out. I belong to a lettering club, but I like what I've seen on your post. Oh, well, great. I'm actually getting ready to pack up my house. Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Soon and move. So I completely understand that. I can relate with that, because that is exactly what position I'm going to be in soon. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see. Let's do July, we'll go ahead and do the word July, right? I'll do the word July. And this is just a...
Well, I want to do some words like that too.
Well, here's the words right here. You can... So Abby doesn't always join my lives with me, but sometimes, like, you know, especially like on a holiday or if I'm doing a lot, I try to do something that can include her so that I don't feel guilty.
I don't know why I'm doing scribble, but it's
wow,
kind of
that's
like a
nice.
tie-dye.
Basically, it's for my own mom guilt. I was just talking to my husband last night, just saying that, you know, like I feel guilty some days, like when I'm working all day and Abby is just kind of, like I said, I feel like she's just kind of left to like take care of herself while I'm in here working all day. And he's like, that is your own doing. He's like, I think it's fine. She's can use her imagination. And so I was saying, like,
yeah, I can use my imagination.
it's just like a mom thing, right? Like, it's just a mom guilt thing that men just, they don't have. Like, nobody else is making me feel bad about it, but I put that pressure on myself.
A little bit of this.
You know, I mean, she gets to stay home and she doesn't have to go to...
Are you talking about me,
I'm
Mom?
talking about you, yes.
Yeah, I love when people talk
About
me.
About,
I love when
okay, shh. She doesn't have to go to daycare or anything. So, you know, but like I always feel bad. Like, oh, I need to be playing with her or I need to pay more attention to her. I feel bad because she's basically, she's not an only child, but my other two daughters are older. And so she just doesn't really have anybody to ever play with. And so right now it's summer and she's going to be starting kindergarten.
Kindergarten real soon.
Yeah, this year. But last year she was in
Preschool.
Just going to let you talk for me. You're making a terrible mess, girl.
What?
I mean, so she was in preschool, so she would go do that 2 days a week.
I like it.
And so it made me feel like she got some interaction with kids and got to play, so I didn't feel as guilty. But the summer's been okay. The summer's been a struggle. It's okay. Just we're just making a color mix.
No,
but it is a good, and she
tie-dye.
loves to do the lives. She loves it, so it's good. As long as she doesn't bump the table, we're fine. That doesn't always happen.
We are fine, guys.
So okay. There is my July. I'm trying to. These are Pentel Touch pens, and I like to use the. Which markers are these, Abby?
Fudanowski.
The Tombow Fudanowski markers. These are my faves, but I feel like I need to get some new ones. So I'm just using these, which are very similar. Sorry, I put the wrong one in the drawer. These, which are very similar. The tips are very similar. I think it's great that she creates with me too, and I really hope that she will grow up to maybe do. Well, I hope that too. to do some of this with me, so that would be really fantastic. I was thinking about. I'm just looking at her markers here, and I was thinking about using one of these. I hope that's not loud. Sometimes when I'm like shuffling through the markers and I go back and watch the videos, I'm like, man, that was loud. I'm going to show you how you don't have to have anything fancy to do lettering. You can this is Appy's Crayola marker. And I'm doing what they call faux calligraphy, which is where you just kind of manually basically make the downstrokes thicker. So you see how there's upstrokes and downstrokes. There's thin and thick letters on here. And so how you know which ones are supposed to be thick are the ones where you're pulling your pen down. Those lines are going to be thick. And when you're going up, they're thin. Please be careful with the tape. Thank you. So I'll do the same word with this. So this is not super fancy pens, but Abby, don't
What?
Sorry. So I'm trying to letter, okay? You know how hard it is to do that, right? When you're bumping me. Remember? So Crayola super tips, they work fine. This is actually probably not a super tip. The super tips are going to be more like these, but these work too.
Mom, I'm gonna get out of the video real fast.
Okay.
I know how to get back.
So I just make these downstrokes a little bit thicker. This one's a little bit more, it's a little harder. Probably shouldn't have picked this one. Just because this tip is so fat, it's kind of hard to see what you're doing. It can be done though. So this is where my pen marker is pulling down. So that's making a little bit thicker.
Oops.
But you can practice lettering with a pencil, paper, anything that you want. So as I go back through here too and like thicken up these downstrokes, I'm also kind of going back over the whole word and just kind of straightening out any areas that I feel like are a little bit shaky. Because even though I do this all the time, I still need to fix a lot of these like little lines. So I like to just say that because I like you guys to know that it's okay. Like you don't have to like the first, the first run through doesn't have to be the final copy.
Great.
I always go back through and just kind of correct. So there you go. There's fancy marker, which is not really fancy, but nicer lettering marker versus Crayola. So you don't have to have anything fancy. A lot of times I will use a, do you see the table shaking? I will use a pencil first. Oh no, Michelle, it's thundering and lightning there in the UK. I'm in Texas, so we are having sunny skies out today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last night it rained. It's been weird this year here. Has it been weird where you guys are? Like, I feel like this year it's like it's been sunny and then all of a sudden it's just randomly rains. Yeah, but you have one in here. You have one. I saw it. It's right here.
All right, guys.
Hot and dry where you are, Amy. Hey, Jessica, how are you? You love when Abby makes an appearance. She brings out the mom-isms in you. Yeah, right? When Abby is lettering with me, you can really see, like, the mom. It's the nice mom, though. If y'all weren't here, I'd probably be a little bit more.
I'm a nice
mom. Juanita says she's always got weird weather in Washington. Yeah, it's just like, it's just been strange this year.
What? Washington is so far from us.
It is far from us. That's where Miss Juanita lives.
Wow.
So let's see.
And we live in Nevada, Texas.
We do.
It's probably real far.
It is real far.
Hmm?
This is a long word.
Okay, the lettering P. I just was doing it a different way.
Yeah, but you keep shaking the table like it's nobody's business, okay?
Look at the lettering.
Yeah, that's nice.
P.
Oh, were you copying my P?
Yeah, I was trying to do a P.
That is so good.
And I'm trying to finish.
You'll see. Oh, y'all can see Abby's P there.
And then I'll go like this.
So here I go. I like these markers, these pens, because they're kind of more of a finer tip. So you have to really kind of be, Abby, shh. You have to be a little bit, I don't know, you kind of like, they're easy to see what you're doing. So the bigger tipped markers, sometimes the tip is so broad that it's hard to see what you're lettering under, you know, because the tip kind of like takes up this.
Guys.
Yes, they can already see it. Thank you.
I'm gonna do this so they can see the whole thing.
It kind of blocks your view a little bit. These are kind of, the tip is very fine on it, and you kind of have to press hard to get it to write well. And for me, it makes it easier because it's kind of like sketching your letters out. So I go back through and just kind of just go back and make my corrections just like I did up there. These take a little bit longer for me to letter with though when I use these, because I have to go back over all this. Sorry, I'm not really good at talking while I letter sometimes.
This line, and it'll be all 6.
You should try to copy my words.
No, I'm trying to do this 4th of July picture, then I'll look. No.
I was trying to think of a project to do all morning long. I was like, okay, what project could I do? And then finally I was like,
picture?
No, it's just scribbling. And I love you, but you're not, I mean, are you trying to do something pretty with that?
Well, it's
the prettiest scribbling. Yes, I like it. It's very nice. Listen. This tie-dye is beautiful. I just thought here you were just marking. What were you trying to do here?
Well, I messed up, so I'll just do this.
Okay, well that looks good.
Does it still look good?
Yes, it looks beautiful.
It still looks good.
No, why are our emotions coming out? Amy said, good job on your letter P. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Here's patriotic. That's one of our words. I'm going to try to do some words that are, let's see.
No,
Ooh, you should do fish. You should do that word. F-I-S-H, fish.
Does it still look better?
Yeah, that looks great.
Does it still look good now?
Yes, it looks so good.
Sometimes I kind of like doing this.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I might have to like make mine, turn mine upside down. Okay, look. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm so tall now.
Let's see. Let's do seashells.
Seashells. Should do that word.
So whenever I'm just trying to like be like shh, like that, sometimes with these markers, you know, this will happen. Okay, this will happen right here, and it's just because it is still a brush tip, so it kind of like is a little bit flimsy. Excuse me. So sometimes I will just get a pencil out and just, because I feel like, okay, get the balloon off.
What's for July? We're celebrating for the States.
Does it see shells? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Is the seashells on the 18 in the middle? The middle of that.
No, that's Sandcastle. But it's both S. Okay.
C, because C.
So, and then you can just, Abby, the table shaking is, well, just don't touch it. Then you can kind of just go back over it, and then you can erase your pencil lines when you're done. Abby, get that balloon away from me.
Okay. Bye, balloon.
Don't. I always think this is a good idea until I do it. And then I'm like, lettering with a 5-year-old next to you is.
I'm trying that. You see that J over there? The color?
They can't see that, but.
I know, but I'm just telling you.
Oh,
you see that J?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to copy it.
Oh, that's from our journal cover page in the Happy Lettering Club that we just did. I saw that some of you posted your pictures and they look good. Now Abby's gonna do one. I need to show Abby how to do the light pad and how to trace her words on the light pad.
What's a light pad?
It lights up and you can put paper on top of it so you can trace things.
And
yeah.
Is it cool? Is it ugly?
No, it's just a square light.
Okay, but that's okay, guys.
So
I did it!
I feel like when I letter with these markers, like for me personally, I love lettering with these markers, but I feel like whenever I'm doing it on a Facebook Live, yeah, I can't look at it right now because I'm right in the middle of writing. I feel like it just takes so long. Like it's like so slow to watch. And I don't know. Like I watch other people letter and I don't care how long it takes, but you know, you always feel that way when it's you. So I might grab some other markers here in just a minute. Because these are brush markers, but the tip is so fine on them that really to get a really good contrast in your thin and thick lines, you're gonna have to go over it and kind of manually thicken them up. But I guess if you're learning, it's good to watch how I thicken them up.
Mom, I never hear like a tornado sirens, like real life. There's actually a real tornado, the tornado sirens.
Yeah, the last few times it's been nighttime and around here, so you haven't heard them.
So, if only we go in the closet if there's like a siren.
Siren.
No, but if there's a siren.
Hey Marie, you've been out at the lake since Friday and you'll be working to catch up. Marie has been posting in the free, the For the Love of Letters group that I have, and she has been just doing amazing. I just said I wasn't going to these. Let me get some other markers.
When I was 4, I was still with videos. Now I turned 5, and now I'm 5 in the videos.
Excuse me.
Have I been in your videos like for 2 years?
You know, I don't have a lot of markers or anything.
Mom?
Yes, you've been in my videos for 2 years.
Wow.
That is wow. Okay, let's see if I can. I'm trying to. Some days I get really creative and have fun with things, and my lettering looks a little different. but it's like you got to kind of warm up to it. But yeah, those twin tone markers. No, I'm not using twin tone, Juanita. I was using the Pentel. The twin tone markers are good for like, I don't know. They're good for like journaling and writing, but I don't letter very good with them. Let's see. Let's try starfish. I'm gonna write it with a pencil first. Try to be like, see, S is, well, you can't see. Probably can't see well. Just gonna do this. Y'all, I hope I'm not boring you to death with my. Let's see. Star.
God.
I know it's nice to see the creative process. Like we were just talking about this the other day in the club, and how like it's good to see the behind the scenes creative process that people have. So it's probably not too terribly bad, but you know. So I'm just going over. So this is Zebra Midliner brush. I just had them right here, just handy next to me. So that's what I grabbed, and I do like them. Honestly, like lately, I've just been really liking doing like the monoline lettering and not so much of the thin and thick lines, but just monoline would be like everything is like even in the same, or the same weight, like all the lines are the same thickness. And that's really what I've been doing more of lately. So you don't have as much of all this. Abby, is that balloon behind my head?
Mm-hmm.
Which to me is just kind of nice. I really like the formation of the letters and absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The formation of all the letters and stuff. That's what I really enjoy. Lettering more than anything.
Is it okay if I come back in here?
Sure.
Are you gonna see my marker?
No.
Thought you were. Maybe you can use that.
And then if I have like some weird gap here, usually like I'll just, try to.
I think I had that marker. I think I have this new color.
You might, but boy, are you shaking the table.
This is kind of hot.
Mm-hmm.
Should I shake the table?
Pardon? Yeah, you're touching it. You're shaking it.
Okay,
I'll just like throw something in there, if there's like some weird gap or something. This is a Zebra Midliner brush pen. You can get these at Walmart, Marie. I like them a lot, actually. Juanita uses them too, and she likes them. I have not bought a pack of the new Pudnowski white marker, Juanita. I have them in my cart. I have them in my cart on the Tombow site. Before I went out of town, I had them in there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna I have like a whole order in there, and then I didn't get them, and I don't. Oh, I think it's just because I don't know. I need to check out and get them because I had white, and I had a bunch I was gonna list on my website too, if anybody wanted to get them. There's a lot of S words on this lettering. F's just are not my favorite thing. Abby, you're pulling my chair over. F's are not my favorite thing to letter. So you'll see me a lot of times just do a capital F. You know, sometimes when I just throw in a printed letter, it's either because of space. I mean, sometimes it's just because I want to have fun, but it's a lot of times I might do it because of space or because I don't like the letter, or I don't like lettering it is hard, or
I'm gonna go potty.
okay, or it just fits, you know, it just fits with the word better. So I know a lot of people always ask me what makes me decide to, you know, how do I know when to put like a printed letter in with the cursive letters? And honestly, that is why. Usually it's space or the fact that I don't like that letter. It's not that I don't like the letter. It's nothing personal, but lettering it, just the cursive like letter F is just, I don't know. I can't ever get it to look right, but you never know. I used to feel that way about the R's, and now I love doing R's. And I used to feel that way about S's, and I don't so much now. So I just haven't found a good way to do a cursive F that I really like. So I just do this. It's fun to mix the letters up, right? Like it is fun. It's just like I look at it as a form of creativity. Like it's, you know, it's just a way to be a little bit more creative to me. So let's see, what other word, what do we have? I could do, God, there's so many S words. Most of these are all S. Trying to think of one that is fun. Sometimes I do lemons, and I like the way that looks. Oh, capital R, yes. I am loving R's lately, so you'll usually see me do these ginormous R's that are like way bigger than the rest of the word, but I kind of like the way it looks. Now lemons, I would letter, a lot of times I'll do, you know what I'll do? I'm going to do lemons. I'm going to do this on another page because I'm going to do it 2 different ways. There's 2 different ways that I like to letter lemons. Let's see. Let's do first. No, I can't see that so well, so I'm going to try to hurry. Found when I'm doing these videos, a lot of times I will sketch my letters out first. When I'm just practicing for myself, like at night sitting on the couch or whatever, I don't pencil my words first. But I found on these videos too, like penciling the words in first, it helps me to be able to talk to you while I'm lettering it with a marker. So I don't have to think about anything but what I'm doing here. Let's see. I kind of like to be exaggerated sometimes. It's definitely just a different way to letter. Then let's see. I'm going to do it 3 different ways. There, and oh goody, you're back.
And I put some stuff on my arm.
Okay. Don't please, can you just not touch the table? And then I'm gonna do it one more way. In just a minute, Abby. I'm gonna do it, since we are going over flourishing. I don't like that. We're going over flourishing this month in the lettering club, and so I thought maybe I could.
I'm gonna go back out.
Do a version that's like that.
Be right back, Mom. Whoa, cool.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to letter in yellow because...
I'll go over, okay?
Okay. Because it's going to show these pencil lines through it. So, let's see.
I'll stay here.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
I'll do orange. Abby. Sorry, guys. You know, I am going to just do one thing real fast because I need this to be brighter. I try to ignore it, but it's driving me nuts, you guys. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just going to try to make this camera a little bit brighter. You know, I think a lot of people have a tendency to think that if you pencil it first, that it's not like really, let's see this messy. It's not really like you didn't really, you know, freehand it. And I just think that that is just not a good way to, it's not true. Because you're still freehanding it. Like it's still your freehand lettering, like you're freehanding it with a pencil. It's not a marker, but it's still freehand. Ah, isn't that better? Okay, there. Now you can see my pencil lines. I'm sorry about that, but it's just, I try to ignore it, but it just, you know, y'all know. Y'all know I try to ignore it, but it doesn't work. Okay, one of these days. It's because I have to move everything. Every time I do a video, I have to bring everything from one end of the room here and like hook it all up. So when I move, it won't be that way. I can't. It'll be very nice when that day comes. Yeah, they are not your friend. They think that. But do you know what I mean? I think some people are like, oh, did you freehand? Oh, you penciled it first. And I'm like, well, I still freehanded it with a pencil. It's still the same. But like, so don't ever feel, my point to that would be, don't ever feel like you're cheating if you don't, if you use pencil, because that's just not true. You are going to see my pencil lines a little bit through this, but my main thing is to show you a few different ways to do the word lemon. So this is I love to do print. Sometimes I'll mix this up with some cursive. I'll mix some elements of this up with cursive. So there's one way to write it. So I also, sometimes we'll tell people, like on these lettering challenges where you have, 1 word a day, to help kind of challenge yourself to think outside the box or do something different. If you have time, try to take 1 word and write it multiple different ways. And that just kind of helps you get practice on just some different ways of lettering. And if you have trouble thinking of different ways to letter a particular word, go to Pinterest and just pull up hand lettering and just look at different lettering styles. And sometimes that will.
Is that a gnat?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom?
Sorry, that was a gnat there. Can I tell them what? No. Because. Go on Pinterest and just search different, like just do hand lettering, and like it will just spark ideas. Like, you may not do the exact, but you might kind of see how somebody does or lettered, a particular word, and that will spark. That's what I do. What was I lettering the other day? And I was trying to think of something different. I was lettering, I don't know what I was lettering, but I was trying to okay, I need to come up with a difference. Oh yeah, I know what I was doing. I was doing a birthday card for my daughter, Ashton, yesterday. This was yesterday. And I love lettering her name, but I always do it real cursive and real fancy. And I was like, I need to do her name differently because I'd already written it on her gift bag, and now I was making her card. And so I just wanted to do it, different, but my brain couldn't think of a different way to do it. So I was like, let me just look on Pinterest and see if I can, spark up a thought. So I pulled Pinterest up, and then, I saw, this certain kind of print lettering that I was like, okay. And I didn't even do it exactly like they had, but it was enough to give me some ideas. So don't be afraid. Not that you'd be afraid to do that. Don't forget you can do that. That's a good way. That's a good thing to say.
Fancy cursive.
So this is kind of very bouncy lettering here. And this is a little less, it's still bouncy because you have different heights, or not heights, but what is that, different? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. They're not all even. I'm the world's worst at doing a live and trying to talk about anything other than what I'm doing and being able to think. If I'm painting and I'm explaining things as I go, that's easy. Okay, now I'm pulling, or this, now I'm pulling my pen down and I'm going to swoop up, because it's I'm just saying out loud what my brain is thinking. But when I'm talking about other things as I'm lettering, the struggle's real. So yeah, see, this is still bouncy because they're still different, Abby, stop. But this is even more exaggerated. So this is a little bouncy. This is a lot bouncy. And now I'm going to do it flourishy, which just means that you're kind of making these tails on here. Little swoopy lines. You can get insanely fancy with it, but this is sometimes I letter the whole word and then I go back and like thicken any areas up that I want to. But right now I'm just seem to be doing it on every, like letter by letter. There's zero rhyme or reason. I don't really know. Yeah.
Number 4, guys.
We can't hear you.
Why?
Because you're far away from the camera. I guess maybe they can. Descenders, that there you go. But I was thinking like height, not height, but I guess it would just be that. There's some word that's just stuck in my brain that I'm not thinking of. Okay, so this would be more like flourish. So flourishing are these like swoopy kind of letters. Let's see. So there is 4 different ways to write. I mean, there's a million different ways to write lemon, but there's just 4 different ways that I have written it. Variations, yes. I love seeing one word done multiple different ways. And then if you do, you know, write it with a pencil and like, I don't, like you can see here, you just wait until your pen is, till your marker's dry, and you can just go over it with an eraser and just erase those lines. So don't be afraid to do with the pencil. Pencil it first. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of a word that's going to be fun to letter. Let me see. I'm going to do try to do something different here. I think I want to make this a little bit bigger, a little bit more wide.
Well, 4, guys. I'm just real tired, so I'm level 4. I'm sleeping on the floor.
They can't see you, so.
I know they can't see me.
Anybody just getting on is like, who is she talking to?
I'm talking to the people on the camera.
No, I was saying they would think that about me because I can't see you. Let's see.
No, I lay on the floor because I am. If I wasn't lay on the floor, I would be lying. So, that no sense, Mom.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, you think I'm funny? No, you are. No, you have.
So this is how I create, and even though you probably can't really see that. Okay, Abby. Anybody feel like just the older you get, like the less tolerance you have for like noises, or just like when you're trying to do something, like it's just harder to focus, like a noise, like shh, just be quiet, and just like that's not even very loud.
This falls on me.
Yeah, if that falls and hits the table, I'm gonna be super excited.
No, you're not.
Yeah, like it's like sometimes like Abby will be doing something and like just doing like it's not even anything, and I'm just like, okay, you're just being too wild. Okay, Jennifer, she's really not being that wild. Like it's just like my like tolerance is just, it ain't the same. Let's see.
It ain't the same, guys.
It ain't the same, guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna use these for palm tree. That's why you take meds for that. I mean, seriously, like I'm always like, just calm down. And I'm like, then I think to myself later on, like, okay, she wasn't really doing anything. But like I'm just like, everybody just be calm. Just talk calmly, just shh, let's just calm it down. And I just, all I think to myself later, like, okay, Jennifer, like, are you 80? What's happening? But I just can't, like, just the loud noises or whatever is just. Abby, you can go ahead and go on out.
Now you're gonna feel bad when you talk to people.
No, I'm not going to feel bad at all.
That doorknob is that Daddy.
So I like, my favorite lettering has become just doing like fun and like funky stuff like this. I don't know. You too, Valerie. Okay, see, good. I'm glad well, you're saying you too on the noises and the tolerance, or on the funky letters? Either way. Some of y'all saw that post that I did the other day, and I said something like, you have to, I've officially reached the age where I have to turn down the radio to look at my directions, or look at to concentrate, or whatever it said. And I'm like, yes, I have to do that. Like, I just got to think, okay, everybody be quiet. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see. That's what it was, seeing. Yes. Okay. I think that, it just must be like an age thing. Like, we're just, because I feel like when there's like noises or like distractions like that, like I can't think. Like last night, so yesterday was my oldest daughter, her birthday, and so she was coming over for dinner, and my husband had like some music on his phone in the kitchen, and he was cooking, and like it wasn't the music that I didn't like, but because it was like not in like a stereo form, like it was like on his phone, it was like a little bit more like treble sounding, like a little sharper of a noise, I guess. And so I was just like, ugh, can you just turn that down? Like, I can't even concentrate on talking. Like, and it was not even loud at all. And he was like, I totally agree. But like I feel like if it was like playing on the stereo, like more like bass to it, I don't know, like but I just couldn't like it felt like just noise, you know, like just straight noise.
But Mom, those songs, I heard some Smallfoot songs.
Yeah. But I'm just like, and him and Abby were playing music in there while he was cooking, and like he was playing, like there were some of her songs, but they weren't like obnoxious at all. But it felt like it was obnoxious. Like I was in here just trying to do some work, and like I don't know, and like even one of the songs was Jesus Loves Me. I'm just like, could you just turn that down just a little bit? Hey Angie, how are you? Angie, my friend Angie is here watching from Shabby Chic Vintage Chicks.
I know dance.
Y'all go follow her page. She has lots. She is so crafty. If y'all like just crafting, just all kinds of different crafting, she does it all. Angie, we're talking about just as you get older, like just certain like noises are like just like you can't tolerate like loud. I always call them like sharp noises, like just, you know, things that are just like, you know, above the volume of like two. I'm like, I can't think. So I'm just going through here and thickening this up. And then I'm going to take this other shade of green and do some shadowing on here. So I kind of just like, well, I'm almost reshaping these words as I go. Abby?
Yes, I'm making words.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to do that in here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make this a little bit, see, this is a little bit thinner than these. So I'd like to make sure that the consistency of the thickness of my words, you know, are the same. So if you're just doing brush lettering and like just, you know, like how whatever thickness of the pen you're using, but if you're doing faux calligraphy, just make sure that all your letters are somewhat equally as thick. Like, you know, doesn't have to be perfect, but you look at it and you don't like see one letter sticking out as being thicker than the others or thinner, you know. Valerie, I am so glad to hear you say that. Yes, that's how I feel. I feel like I walk around with my like sometimes I'll just put my AirPods in and I put the noise canceling on it, but then I feel like I can't think when those are in my ears. It's really weird. I don't think it's weird. I think that's normal, but like it's kind of weird. And so if it's something that I'm doing that requires like me to like think about, you know, like if I'm writing an email or, you know, whatever, something like that, like, yes, I just like, I almost just want to just sit in silence all day long. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? But yeah, I think our tolerance for all that just goes way down. So I can definitely relate to that, Valerie. And glad that I'm not alone. I'm just playing around, Angie. Not really doing anything specific, but just kind of taking our lettering challenge words and just talking and lettering. Yes, Abby.
Jackie said Wait, no, I can't say
Okay.
that. There you know.
Soon.
I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't even know what time it is, Abby.
It's like, you know, like that song or something. I think it's the one from my, that's the one from my. It's a long. Say, night, so
I was thinking the other day, like, oh, I need to come up with some more creative things to do with my lettering. I feel like I just do the same things over and over. Like I need to step outside of my creativity box here, come up with some new things. Because I'm always like just lettering the same way, I feel like, and just doing the shadows. But you know, it works for what I need it to work for, as far as like what I'm using my lettering for. Abby, stop. For what I'm using my lettering for, you know, signs, door hangers, digital designs, like, you know, this is typically all I need to do. But I feel like people are going to want to see something different.
out. Get out here. Tired of this weird video. I've been video.
Okay.
I don't know.
You had enough, huh? Well, we hate to see you go. You can't really see that shadowing on the trees, but it looks good on the palm. The palm word, not so bad. Yeah, I need to get new skills. Let's see, castle, sand castle. We'll do let's see. We'll do the opposite. You did like that color? Looks all right. I don't even know what time it is. Okay. Sometimes I get carried away lettering and doing these videos, and I'll look up and it'll be like 2 hours later, an hour and a half later, and I'm like, oh, okay. But let's do the. I love these two colors. I'm going to use them, even though it's not really. Or should I just do? I always like to match my words with what I'm lettering, but I kind of don't want to do any of those. I could use this blue. I don't know. Let's see. I just have all kinds of markers that are sitting here next to me. Maybe I could do these three. I'm going to go unconventional and just So I'm going to throw a pink in there. But then I will, ooh, I could do with this and then, okay, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Have any of y'all been to the beach this year? I have not. I'm not going to be going to the beach this year. Wah, wah. Sad. Not that I go every year, but I like the beach. So some colors are kind of like this. You can see where I've gone over it twice. It's like darker. So some markers do that. The Tombow, the dual brush pens are bad about doing that. So you just know if you're going over them that you're gonna have to go over the whole word. But some are not so bad. Yeah, it was cold when it's your beach is a little colder, Juanita. Does it ever get warm at your beach? I mean, I guess it does. I went to Seattle once. I mean, I've been to Seattle probably a few times, but whenever I was a senior in high school, I went to go visit my grandma. And my uncle lives in Seattle. And we went out on a boat. It was in August, July or August. And I don't remember it being cold. So I guess it does. It just depends on the year and all of that. Yeah, and I guess that's the difference. The water being cold, if you're not getting in the water, then it's probably fine. I didn't get in the water, so. I mean, I got in the water on a boat, but you know what I mean. Then go swimming. Well, you're originally from Southern Oregon coast, so you are definitely used to that. Did y'all go? Y'all probably get used to it though, right? And then it's not so, doesn't feel as cold. What was that? That's what that's called, seaside. I just don't know much about that part of beaches, coasts. Not that I'm an expert at the other parts either, but or you just is that it's probably not called seaside. It's I don't know. Is that what you call it, or you're just saying seaside, meaning by the sea? I'm thinking that you're referring to a place where Amy was from. I'm making myself sound real smart here. Seaside, Oregon. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's what I thought, but then I was like, maybe that's not what she was talking about. Okay. Here is my sandcastle word, but I'm trying to think. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this gray. This could turn out good or it could turn out terrible. So just bear with me here. Okay, so I'm going to take this gray here, and this is the midliner, I don't know, gray. It's just a little lighter. I like it because it's probably one of my lighter grays. And I always do my shadows like on the same side, just because it's easier for me to remember. So this is the best, if you just get a really light gray and just do a little shadowing on your words. Like, especially good if you don't like the way that your letters look, or, you know, you just think it doesn't look as good. Like this just like really like dresses it up immediately and makes everything look so much better. So I highly recommend learning how to do this if you letter, because it just makes such a dramatic difference in your lettering. Like it makes it look like it's just kind of coming off of the paper a little bit. It of course looks a little bit better in person than that. Then I'm gonna take this Micron. Yeah, it does look really nice, Juanita. And honestly, again, in person, it looks like even bigger. So I'm going to take this black. I'm going to use this point or whatever, 05 micron, and I'm going to trace on the outside of the gray. Which is not easy to do. I'm trying not to overthink it. And if, like, instead of thinking about tracing the gray, I'm just trying to think about like making those lines. And I can go back in and fill in with the gray. If like here, for example, if there's a little bit of gap between the gray and the black, because if you think about mentally, if you're thinking about tracing the gray, it's a little bit more shaky. But if you think to yourself in your head while you're doing this about just making that same movement, you know, like how I did this, you know, the line is this for the N. If I'm just thinking I'm just going to make that movement instead of tracing it, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just basically kind of tricking your brain into thinking that you're just writing the letter. Your lines will be straighter versus your brain thinking that you're trying to trace it. There's a shift in there, and it's just like, it's a real thing. So just try to think of yourself as just writing the letter instead of tracing it. And then if there's any like gaps, you can go back and fill it in with the gray. Ooh, y'all, this is making me tired. It's kind of hard right here because this word is close together. Okay. So now I'm going to get my gray and kind of go back and fill in any areas that need. And then I'm going to go back through and shadow with the blue and the pink. Could look absolutely terrible. Who knows? Could look great. I don't know. We will see. Look at this real quick. Those of y'all that are in the lettering club, look, Abby was trying to copy our J, our journal cover. Look how she did that and did the letter A in that. It's so cute. Okay. Now I'm going to take my blue and just making sure this isn't too wet. I'm going to go here. That kind of hides that black line. It's a little too dark. But you know, part of this is just experimenting and having fun with it. And sometimes it doesn't turn out fabulous. Oh, it's going to be pink here. Yeah. Oopsie. This definitely is not cute. Probably look better with a color that is really light. Like these are just a little too dark. Whoops. Now I just want to stop because I don't like it. Do y'all ever do that? Like if you're lettering something and then you just like mess up or something and then you're just like, I just don't even want to finish it. That's how I'm feeling right now. The blue is pretty, but I just don't, I'm not loving it with this. But it's okay. It's all just playing around. But this is how you kind of come up with things that you like and things that you don't like, just by playing and experimenting with it. Hey, Abby, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I saw a little bird talking TV. Did you hear the TV?
I didn't. What were you watching? Barbie. It looks better on these printed words, I think, than on the cursive. So now I think I'll go back and outline the brown and black. Well, I'm glad that y'all are loving it. I'm not loving it so much. But, I mean, I guess it looks okay from your end. It kind of looks like a 3-layer. The pink definitely looks better because you can see that black line a little bit more. So I'm going to now try this. And again, this is just experimenting and trying to see what might look good. Just something different. But this is how you're going to figure out like things that look good. You won't figure them out by not doing them, not trying. So these micron pens for me are a little bit tricky because they're so skinny that I feel like just this most narrow movement like makes them look shaky. I don't use them very often. And maybe that's just more of what it is. I'm not used to them. But any pens that are like super fine tipped are gonna show like shakiness a little bit more.
I like these.
Yeah.
Look at this and shaking this. See me?
Nope.
I can see me.
I don't see you because I'm lettering right now. I can't. Okay, this looks a little crazy, but
Look at it.
Abby, okay, I can't look at you. No. Over that. You know, it might look really cool from far away, but up front it looks like a mess. The pink one almost reminds me of like some of that like the fruit roll up, but it's like in the stripes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there are. I have the 8 one also wanting to. I think also just I'm not used to it because I don't use it very often. Like I bought one for the very first time, just before I started the lettering club,
Before I start
or maybe after. Abby, And I think too, like if you're just using it and going very slow, like I have a tendency on the lives to go faster than what I need to go because I feel like it's always boring to watch, even though I watch other people. So it's just a, you know, you always think that when it's you. It's definitely making me tired. Yeah, no. It's an experiment. Oh, I need to get the 10 and 12. Tombow makes one that's kind of like the Micron pens. And I need to try that one. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, let's see. Let's do the letter. Actually, I don't like that. Maybe a little bit. Yes, I can hear it. I don't know if they can hear it. I did see somebody do this. And they made a space. I'm going to use it. They made it like just kind of scooted their marker over just a little bit, creating a gap. So you do your shadow just the same way as you normally would. Okay, so I just left a little gap there. And then they took the gray and did the gray shadow. So that kind of looks cool. Something different. Then let's see, we could even just take, let's try this. I don't want to use blue. Let's try maybe purple. I'm going to go on the outside of the gray. I shouldn't have kind of gone over right here. I should have just stopped it right here. So then that's another layer. We can keep going with this all day long. That look is a lot better. Thank you, Linda. How are you? Let's see, what else could we do? We could do this kind of, so you could keep going with it as long as you wanted to. So you're just creating that a space and then doing your black. And then a couple of things I shouldn't have done. I mean, and I'm just pointing this out just so you guys know, but like this right here, probably shouldn't have put that line there or that line there, and just try to leave a little bit of a gap, but you know, it is what it is. Now let's take the black and outline the whole thing in black and see what happens. Or the whole shadowing. Just out of curiosity. Do this. So this right here should have come out from here. Like as I was adding the layers, like the first one, no, but like as I'm adding them, they should come around, I think, like that, actually, you know, or just a little bit more, like here, whatever. Just playing around, you know. Supposed to be the expert, but I'm not an expert. I'm just going to be real. I just know how to do what I know how to do, right? Like, so lettering is one of those things, like it's so broad and there's so many different things and ways that you can letter that it's just like you could constantly be learning new things with lettering. Like it's just not going to end. So even though I've been doing it forever, like I'm doing different lettering. Some people that letter like this, like do all kinds of crazy things. Like maybe they're not good at lettering on signs because it is like each thing is its own specialty. Let's see, I was gonna do ocean. You're always a student, always a student. Just like I'm way better at like just either one word or very small phrases, like three word phrases. When it gets up to more than that, like sometimes it's hard for me, but that's just because for so many years I lettered on door hangers, and so that's what I was used to, is like just, you know, 2 or 3 word phrases, 1, 2, 3 word phrases. And so that's where the majority of my experience is. Whereas some people start out, maybe they're just doing these long phrases, and that's going to be like whatever you do and whatever you practice is what you're going to be good at. No, play with glitters and do that and see how it looks. Oh, good. Yes, Juanita. See, here's the thing. I get on here and I throw out an idea, and Juanita can take it and she can make it all perfect and pretty, and then she can post it. And it's like, I'm going to give you an idea, Juanita, and then you perfect it. That's what I feel like. Because lettering takes time. It takes time to practice. Like you have to, in order to get really good at it and to just do it in general, like you have to put in a little bit of time. You don't, I mean, you know, once you get better at it, like you don't have to, you can just, I like it because you can pick up and take it with you wherever you go. It's easy to take with you in practice, but you do have to practice. And the more you practice, like the easier a lot of it gets. But I do like it because it's just that perfect hobby that, like, if you have some extra time to just hang out, relax, it's just that perfect, like, easygoing hobby. You don't have to do anything in particular. You can just play around with a word or a letter or a phrase, whatever you want to do. Whereas like painting, you got to commit to that, right? You can't like pick up your paints and take them with you on vacation. I mean, you could, I guess, but it would be harder. But you can do that with lettering, and that's what I like. Take them with you to your kids' games. That looks pretty. That color combo looks really pretty. And Juanita is in a class of her, and she is so good. She is so good. We are definitely lucky to have you, Juanita, because she will just, I'll get an idea in my head and she will roll with it and she will make it look way better. My problem is like before these lives, I don't have a lot of time like to practice what I'm doing as far as lettering. Like door hangers, I've been painting door hangers for years, right? Like even though I've been lettering for years, like every time you sit down to letter, like this is different than lettering on a door hanger. If it was me taking these words and lettering them on a door hanger, it's, you know, it's like I got that. Lettering on paper, like I've been lettering for a long time, even on paper and teaching lettering classes, but when I'm trying like new techniques or different things, there's just so many more layers to just regular hand lettering. And if I'm trying anything at all that's new, it's just the first time I've, like this, it's the first time I've tried it. So there's always like room for, you know, improvement. But unless I sit down and go through every word that I'm going to letter here and every like technique, like I just don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do that in a live. So y'all have to get the practice round and the final copy on the live. Like this is very like. Okay, I'm gonna do this one and then I'll probably be done. You know, I gotta go pack up our work on packing up our signs for Sign Maker Society. I could literally sit in here all day and do this. I like these markers a lot. These are Stabilo brush, or like Pen 68 brush. I just don't have a lot of colors. Like this is the only colors that I have. So I tend not to ever use them because I feel like those colors are boring. But you know, when you order something for the first time, I want to make sure that I like them before I order like every color there is. So let me do this. This is not a color that I would normally do this word in, but do you ever like, yeah, do that, like match the words to match your marker colors to the word that you are lettering? I feel like that's just something everybody does, if you can. Oh, it's cute. So just adding some shadowing really just makes a good difference on things. Sometimes I just do this. In the old scrapbooking days, you know, you just got to add something to your pages. And oftentimes this would be it. Or sometimes I would do this, just add some dots. Just something. Yes, the scrapbook stuff is with me forever, I think. I need to scrapbook more, right? That might be, Juanita, that might be why I only ordered this 10-pack. Honestly, I can't remember how much they were. $20 maybe for 10, or I don't remember. But that's probably why I ordered such a small. But I do like them. I think they're worth the price. Let's see. Yeah, go practice in oceans. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Did I really pay that much for those? Yikes. That's a lot for just a 10-pack. I don't feel like I paid that much, but I might have. I need to look and see. I didn't realize that that's how much they were. I'm just gonna look real fast and then we'll be done. I almost don't want to show that page because that's not very cute. And that's kind of crowded. I can just, you see, I can look at my stuff too and completely find every flaw that I think I have in it. Oh, I got them on Amazon. I know I got them on Amazon. I might have. I mean, that might have been why I only got the 10-pack. Let's see. I think I justified it as, oh, well, I need to test out different pens. Tell me how much I paid. Oh, no, see. $17.28. That's how much I paid. So look up this is from the Stabilo store. Did you do the Pen 68 brush? Good. Because I was like, dang, I paid that much for them? That was awfully, this being awfully irresponsible. Okay. But, it wouldn't surprise me because, here are some other words that I have recently. Oh, there's Ocean. I think I did this the other night, just practicing some of the words off of the challenge. When I'm sitting and lettering just for my own enjoyment, sometimes they will definitely turn out better. I forgot to post these in the free group because these are some words that I did while I was on vacation, and I'm like, oh, this is really cute. Like, why didn't I do anything at all with these? Warm summer nights, making memories. These are what I did out on the back porch on vacation in the morning by myself. There's where I tried that one thing. And I like this too, adding the shadow, but just in different colors. I'm yawning now, I'm tired. There were just some of these were the words for the lettering challenge last month. Oh, here's Lemonade. This one is a disaster. Don't even look at that. I tried to outline it and it just didn't turn out good. But all the other ones are really cute. Look how cute this is. I just didn't do anything. Look how I love this. That's one of my faves. And then this too. I just didn't do anything at all with any of these words. I needed to post them and I forgot. It is proof that I did do them. I love the fireflies. That needs to be on a sign. My daughter was like, which of your kids' names do you like to letter best? And this was my daughter Jacqueline that asked me that. And I said Ashton. And she was like, it's not my name. And I was like, well, you got a Q in your name and it's just really weird. A Q is weird. But then she wanted me to letter it. But she mostly goes by Jackie, so Yeah, these are like little words that would go on a scrapbook. I think I did post this. I had fun with that. This one was really cute, but I should have, this was too dark. So it kind of just made the whole word, it made the whole design not good. If that would have been this color here, that would have been really cute. But, you know, here we are. And then I was just doing these words. These were some of our words I lettered. These were some of our worksheets last month in the lettering club. And that's where I got them. I think I just came up with them by lettering them. A lot of times I'll letter them here first, then take a picture of them, then trace them in for free. I didn't do this one. That one's cute. That's it. Here's our June. That's when I was practicing our June page. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to go, and now that it's been 2 hours, and work on some other stuff, and then we are going to go take Abby to a little firework. No, it's not even firework. It's a, I don't know, a family, I don't know, community event with some bounce houses and stuff. Just let her get some energy out. So you guys have a happy 4th, and I will see you. I might see you, you know, I might pop on a live between now and the next lettering group meetup. And then some of you are in the painting group, so I'll see y'all on Thursday night. And yeah, happy 4th. Bye, Valerie. Bye, Christy. Bye, Juanita. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll tell Abby that you guys said bye. Okay, see y'all later.